Hello, it's Melinda from Scrapbooking and Craft, just coming on to share with you my Mission Inspiration December. Just showing you the start there that I'm working in my altered book, which is just a novel that I've glued 4 pages together and removed every second page. Still working in that. Did want to finish it in 2016, but I've still got a few pages to go. So Mission Inspiration is a 10-step process that Mike Deacon puts together each month, and then we follow the steps. So the first step was book. I've written it down in shorthand on my paper, so bear with me a minute. If I don't say it exactly how it is. It says glue book fragments over the page. Now my page started with book text, so I just skipped that page. That step. Sorry, just continuing. I was interrupted by Alexis, so I paused it. So step 2 was paint or gesso. So I've used a really old Kaisercraft paint, and that paint would have been literally 10 years old. I'm using up a lot of old stuff this year, and I had that paint prior to Alexis being born. So, and the lighter aqua one was a one I picked up at Lincraft, really, really cheap. Um, I'm not sure what the name of that one was, but they're just acrylic paints. So the book you just saw flashed in is just a collection of junk mail that I'm using to put excess paint in. So step 3 is texture paste. So this is one of my stencils I design on my website, and my website is linked below. This one I believe is stained glass flowers. So the step was to add some texture paste. So this is the texture paste I'm using. It's just got that texture paste from a cheap dollar store. It wasn't a dollar, it was like $7 or $8 for the tub, but it's a lot more reasonably priced than buying it from a scrapbook store, and it's the same stuff. So scraping it on with an old room key card, actually from a motel. So just scraping it on in a few different spots. I find the room key cards work really well. You can use old credit cards, old gift cards. You've just got to make sure with the texture paste that you dry your stencil, sorry, not dry your stencil, wash your stencil very well, because it does dry like concrete and you can wreck your stencils if you leave the texture paste on them. So step 4 is spritz colour. Now I just showed you there the white colour. This is actually airbrushing paint that I got from Aldi a couple of years ago, could have been last year. Airbrushing paint is traditionally runnier because it's like a spray paint. So I put in a little spray bottle and sprayed it, and it worked out really, really well. So again, you saw that, just the mop-up book to squish the colours. So if I leave the page and go off to the side, I'm just wiping off excess paint. Just showing you a couple of punches there. So step 6 is actually to punch pattern paper shapes. So I've used a scallop 1-inch circle punch, a 1-inch circle punch, and a 3/4 inch circle punch. And I'm actually just using a jelly plate print that I found in the blue sort of tony colours. Wanting this sort of layout to be sort of snow blue themed, blue and whites. So I'm trying to keep it to that. So just punching out the shapes, and what I'm going to do is just glue them on with a glue stick, just a normal kids glue stick. I keep finding them all through my stuff, so again I'm trying to use those up. This year is actually 2017 is going to be my use up year, so you might see some really old stuff coming in to my layouts and some stuff getting used up. So just sticking those down, just randomly put them on. I've got a fair idea of what my focal point, which is one of the steps coming down. I had an idea of what that was going to be and decided that before I started the layout. And then I forgot I put texture paste right under where my focal point is going to be, but that's alright. So putting the pattern paper shapes down. I like how some of them have, you can sort of see the lines, and I'm making sure they go all different directions. So I put some music in. I've obviously gone to get something, maybe. Oh, no, I'm back again. I filmed this in several little pieces, and I'm still learning video editing. I think it's about the third one I've done a voiceover for and sort of edited it. So what would I be doing? What's the next step? Oh, journaling scribbles. I'm probably trying to find my white pen, actually. There's my white pen. It's actually a Sharpie paint marker. So just scribbling some illegible words around. I didn't actually want to put much journaling on it. It did say journal scribbles. So step 7 was a festive focal point image, so that'll come into shot. So just giving the pen a bit of a dry with a heat tool. The important thing with doing about 10 different layers on the art journal page is to actually make sure you thoroughly dry them in between, otherwise you can get into a big mess. So this is my focal point, and I've actually got a challenge for you ladies. Can anyone guess where my focal point image is from? It's not from a traditional place. I'll leave it at that. You might be able to guess where it's from. Leave a comment. Sorry, I'm yawning again. It's late at night. I've decided to do this voiceover. Leave a comment below if you know where the focal images come from. I've actually photocopied the actual image, and that's a paper copy of it. So I had a pink, I don't know where it came from, or it may have been on the image, a little pink dot in her face. So I just put some white paint marker over it just to cover up the pink dot. So here, the next step was actually, what step are we up to? 8, bling or sparkle. So I've actually got some silver glitter paint, silver glitter glue. I don't even know what brand it is. It's like a Kindy Glitz or a Tim Holtz, the glitter glue. Can't think of the name of it now. So that's in silver, so I've just sort of with my finger squished that all over the page, just waiting for that to dry. Drying it from the front to the back. And I will do some of that in a moment. So what I end up doing is using my punches again and punching out with the shimmer sparkle, wanting to cover up that little yellow square in the corner of the image. I didn't like it and didn't want to leave it on there, so just trying to put a few down there, and I'll add a few extra to her hair as well, just to bring the background onto the focal image and sort of tie it all together. So just gluing those on with a regular glue stick again. I didn't use Mod Podge on this page at all, which was really good. I only used glue sticks. So hopefully this page won't stick together in my book. I'm having a problem with Mod Podge sticking my pages together. I'm sorry, I don't know why we just had a gap then. I will try and go edit out that gap. So step 9 was title or quote. So I've got some alphabet stickers. These are from a cheap $2 shop, so I think I got about 8 sheets of these stickers, and I've used them before in my journal, and I just love the square design of them. So my title's going to be Snow Queen, because she's a snow queen. That was the whole point of the colours and of the the theme of the whole page. And step 10 with Mission Inspiration is actually border of your choice. So I'll add a border. I did actually use Mod Podge over the stickers, because I find those stickers, if it's a textured or painted background, you do need to add extra adhesive. And here I am yawning again. I must have a bottle of water next to me when I do voiceovers, and probably doing voiceovers at 9 o'clock at night is probably not a good idea. So just doing a scribbly border around the edge with the white Sharpie pen again, just to end it off, and that's finished. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.